So, how on earth are you ever gonna get started? Let's get into really let's get into really working on the profile essay. Hopefully you have a decent idea of a subject. Now it's time to start testing it out with the pre-writing. For the first pre-writing exercise, we're going to do a fairly straightforward approach. Now, the important thing before we jump into our first episode of pre-writing is to know that writing is a process. I'm having you start pre-writing because hopefully it will help generate ideas, which you can then go to do research on, and then you can go to the outline stage and move on. You have to do the steps of the writing process. The final paper is dependent on you doing everything. You can do it all in one session, but it's going to show and be fairly obvious. One of the ranging essays we are going over today has that kind of problem. So, what are you going to do for this particular pre-writing? Well, this is fairly straightforward. Sit down when you have nothing else going on. We're going to give you some time to get started in class today, and write a straight out paragraph about your subject of analysis. Do the stream of consciousness. Keep your pen or pencil moving. Set a timer and go for like 5 or 10 minutes. Keep doing as much basic information as you can. Go for 5 to 10 minutes, and when you stop, take a minute, walk around, think of something else for a little bit, and then come back to it. And pull out a list of important details from that paragraph. Do it as an actual bulleted list. Duh, 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 duh. Once you've got the big important things down, take a walk, do something else for a few minutes. Then come back and sit and write a paragraph after rereading the first paragraph and listing the details. Write a paragraph that's working towards some level of purpose. Now, this particular paper isn't an analysis of a place or event, so what are you trying to tell us about the place or event? That's what this paragraph should be moving towards. The first one is just regurgitating stuff on the page. Step 2 is boiling it down to the most important details, and the point of step 3 of this is to work towards that argument. If you get through 1 and 2 and you're not seeing a step 3, try another paragraph and another list. These are designed to get you to start to think about your subject. And the sooner you start to think about your subject, the sooner you'll be able to really delve into it. Do this, turn it in. I'll might send you some level of feedback on it if you want. But once you finish with this, start thinking in terms of organization and outlining. If once you've done all this pre-writing, things don't seem like they're working all that well for you, feel free to ditch your subject and come up with another one. It's better to figure out this stuff early in the process than later in the process. If you have any questions or you want to run ideas past me, you know where to get a hold of me. See you in the next video.